Hi, this is Chazz Palminteri, and I got a special episode for you today. I decided with my friend Paul DiSilvio from Casa Grande Cigars, I wanted to go in the cigar business. Well, he came to me and he said, Chazz, why don't we do a cigar, a Bronx Tale cigar? I said, well, Paulie, I don't know. I said, that sounds like a good idea, but I want to make sure the cigars are great. So he told me, he said, he goes, we got to go in business with Epic Cigars. Those are the best guys out there now. I said, okay, I don't know them, but why don't you introduce me to them? And I met them. I love their company. They got great products. They care about quality 100%. And so I met one of the executives from the company, and he's with me today, Dean Parsons. Dean.
Chazz.
It's good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
Great to be in business with you. And so why did you feel after Paul spoke to you that a Bronx Tale premium cigars, thank you very much, why would you think that we would make a good fit?
You know, I've followed Paulie for several years, and we've been working on this now for a couple of years together,
yes.
You know, collectively. But when Paulie approached me, Chazz, obviously I'm a big fan of the movie A Bronx Tale.
Well, thank you.
I've been a big fan of you for many, many years. It's truly a pleasure to be doing this. But, I mean, without being, I don't know, facetious, it was an epic opportunity to work with you. It's the story of A Bronx Tale.
Right.
It's just one of those things. I mean, it just clicked. And I know you're following. And what really got us very excited about the project, it's not just to make a cigar, but it's the reason you wanted to make this cigar is the reason we wanted to work with you. Right.
Exactly. Because of, and again, I'm always very full disclosure. I'm not a big cigar smoker. I don't. I have smoked cigars, but my grandfather was a huge cigar. It's hard to find a picture of him without a cigar in his mouth. And I thought that dedicating a cigar to my grandfather, Calogero, and talking about that he came to this country in 1904 and on the ship and landed at Ellis Island, I thought we could dedicate a cigar to him. And what I love about this, maybe we should open it up here. John, should we just open this up right this time?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
So you can see the outside packaging. We just had the event, a launch event.
We just had the event at the Arthur Avenue Market.
Fantastic.
500 people showed.
Sold out.
Right.
So we've got the outer boxing, the outer packaging. It's got the Bronx Tale on it. It's all embossed and a beautiful presentation. We pop it open. Now this was yours. This was your original box you got.
Right.
We pop it out inside.
Look at that. That's like a Ferrari. Would you look at this thing?
Ferrari black. And the best part, as I mentioned, Chazz, you know, we talked about earlier, right inside, this is the tribute and the story.
And the story.
And maybe,
I'll read it. I'll read everybody. I dedicate this cigar, the Calogero, in honor of my grandfather, Calogero Palminteri, who came to America in search of a better life. Calogero Palminteri was born and raised in Menfi, that's where my family's from, Sicily, to a humble family. In late 1908, my grandfather journeyed from Sicily to Palermo boarding the SSS Principalia di Piemonte, bound for New York City. The following year, Calogero docked on Ellis Island, and I'll make it fast, and he kissed the ground because he was so happy to be in America. So I have fond memories of my grandfather who loved his family, a good wine, and a great cigar. This cigar is for my grandfather Calogero and all the hardworking men and women who came to this country with just a dream. So it's not just for cigar smokers. It's for people who want to dedicate something to their mother, their father, aunts, uncles, grandfather, grandmom, to say thank you for coming to this country, whether they be Italian, Jewish, Irish, African-American, Albanian, Armenian, whatever.
Exactly.
So, again, so it's not just for cigar smokers, it's for everyone. It's a wonderful Christmas gift. But here's the key. You remember, Dean, what we talked about. I said all of this is great, but the most important thing is it's got to be a quality cigar. That's why when Paul said to me that you guys, Epic Cigars, which I checked out before I went into business with you guys, and you have a top brand, you have been around a long time, and you know how to do things, and you know how to do things right. So I was very excited about that.
I'm fortunate that, I started Epic in 2010 and grew for many years. And the business got to a point in 2019 where I was having a lot of success, but needed some extra resources. And that's when Epic was acquired by a company called Zander-Greg based out of California. They own the Natseco and other brands. But Arthur, who you met, who we've met several times, will tell you a little bit more about that. But I'm glad that this project came at the time that it did, because if you asked me 10 years ago to do this project, I wasn't in a place, Epic wasn't in a place where we could create something this special at that time. And now we are. So, good things come when they're supposed to. And
yeah, I mean, everything flows when it's the right time. Now, we're going to be in Vegas, right? Tell us about that.
So for anybody that's following us, Chazz is going to be in Vegas with us on July the 8th and 9th for the PCA, which is the Premium Cigar Association. This is our biggest show of the year. It's our biggest retail show. It's only for brands and retailers. It's actually 3.5 days, but you're there for the first 2 days. Chazz will be in our booth from 1 p.m. till 4 each day, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Spending time with our retail customers, and we've got some fun stuff planned. So to our retailers, please come and see us. You'll get a chance to spend some time with Chazz.
Yeah.
And more than that, I saw exactly what we were hoping for last night at the launch event, was the way that you interact with your fans and the people. I mean, at one point, this guy pulled out a brand new box of Air Force Ones, his sneakers, out of the box, and I look over and Chazz is signing this guy's sneakers. And I've been around a few celebrities in my life, but the way you interacted with everybody was really appreciated. And this is what's going to continue to help us be successful with this brand because of your involvement.
Well, I mean, anything I do, I get involved in. Otherwise, I don't need to do it. I don't need to put my name on something if I can't be involved in it, because I care about the product just like I am at my restaurants. I said, look, the fish has got to be fresh. It's got to have great food because my name is on it, and I don't want people coming back and saying that restaurant, which is me, is bad. So we have great food, and I'm proud of that. And I wanted to have a great cigar because that's important to me.
Well, and tell me, and I know this story because, obviously we spent time together. The connection between you and Paulie, who came to me,
Paul DiSilvio,
to make this cigar. So I want our people to, the consumers to understand that relationship.
Yeah,
as well.
I grew up. I'm older than Paul. I was very good friends with his dad, who was a cop, and then when I met Eugene and his wife, and then actually she tells me that's because of me that Paulie happened. They were in I was in a band back then, many years ago, and I was singing a song called Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. And she goes, they went home and they did the thing, and that's how Paulie got made.
Wow.
So that's what she said anyway. So I've been friends with Paulie before he was even Paulie.
Fantastic.
So we've been friends a long time. And I respected his business sense. I respected his Casa Grande cigars on Arthur Avenue. And I said, okay. Well, but Paulie realized that he couldn't take it to this level that we're doing it now, and that's why when he speak to you and you work with Epic, and so we have the right team together now to make this thing happen, and that's really that's really important.
Great. I mean, it was great the last couple of days as well. I'm former law enforcement from Canada. I did 10 years, and I know you're a big you enjoy hunting and firearms and things.
And I'm a very big law enforcement guy, very big. I mean, I NYPD and all law enforcement all over the world is very, very important to me.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I say, how long were you a cop?
10 years.
10 years, and you were a SWAT team,
in
right?
New Brunswick. Yeah, I was on the SWAT emergency response team the last 4 years.
Well, that's good, because if anybody gives us a lot of shit with the cigars, you can do the second part of the story. So that seems pretty good. If you can't do that, you could do this.
Exactly.
But is there anything special about that you're excited about, why this cigar you think it'll be a big hit?
Well, it's the first true box press that I've done with Epic in our factory
What
in the
does
Dominican
true box press
Republic.
mean?
So it's it's got that square shape to it in layman's terms. They're all individually spaced. Right. It's a beautiful Habano wrapper, Dominican binder, Dominican Nicaraguan filler. It's on the medium to full side, but it's a cigar that anybody, even your first time guy, can smoke. But even a seasoned cigar aficionado is going to enjoy it.
That's what I wanted you to tell the audience. So, if someone says, "What kind of tobacco is it?" You would the answer.
Yeah, Dominican and Nicaraguan.
And the wrapper
we have a blend. The wrapper is Habano Ecuador.
Habano wrapper.
Yeah, Habano Ecuador wrapper. So.
Wow. So did you hear that?
Cuban seed Habano
Cuban
wrapper.
seed.
Exactly.
So all the cigar smokers out there, do you hear what he's saying? I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Is that the most beautiful box you've ever seen? I've never seen a cigar box like that. The weight of it, the quality of it, the story behind it. I mean, this is like the Ferrari of cigars.
We're really pleased with how it turned out.
I'm glad you're really pleased. Yeah. Anything else you want to tell before we close out? Anything else you want to tell the people?
Look forward to seeing our customers. And on top of that, Chazz is working closely with us to work with some of our retailers in the market. So if you're one of our retailers, Chazz will be coming to do some in-store events. We're working out the details and Chazz's busy schedule and the dates, but I'll be in touch, and we look forward to having you at some of our best cigar retailers around the country.
Well, Dean Parsons, you're a good man.
Chazz, great to be here.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for making this cigar happy. Now, when should we tell people? I know we're selling to retailers now. When can people actually purchase the cigar?
We'll begin shipping to retailers in early September.
We're
going to be pre-selling at the show in Vegas in just under 2 weeks, and we'll be shipping to retailers in early September.
Okay, we'll be in Vegas the 7th, 8th, and 9th.
7th, 8th, and 9th. Yeah.
Check it out. Thank you so much. We're going to see you soon, next week. Don't forget, 11 o'clock. Hit that subscribe button. That's real important. Hit that like button if you want to ask me some questions about neighborhood logic. And, check it out, and we'll answer. You've got the girls coming back, Catherine Narducci, Tara Tracy, a great comedian. So let us know things that you want. We got Squiggy coming back and Sandy Blue Eyes with the old school guys. Old school is coming back. Also, don't forget, if you want to see my one-man show, go to ChazzPalminteri.net. I'm doing the Broadway show all over the country. Check it out. Check out my restaurants. You got to go to my restaurant, Top Italian Restaurants. One in White Plains, one in Manhattan, 30 West 46th Street and 265 Main Street.